Gambling addiction. This is the only one in the tier list that can double your life savings, but it's also the one that it can take away from you.
I'm not getting that back.
My type of favorite gambling is the online edition that I sometimes dabble in. And I don't know what it is, I don't like to be on the receiving end of losing, but watching people lose all of their money is so satisfying. And solely because of that reason, it's going in S tier. Alcoholism. It's really the only type of addiction that really has a good and bad side to it. In one hand, alcohol can be fine, but in the wrong hands, it can be worse. In one hand, you got the people that just drink alcohol because it tastes good. These are the type of people that know how to drink just enough to have a good time. And you got the people that think they can pull off a DUI test while being smashed.
We want to keep following the red light.
You want me to follow the red light?
I would also like to shout out alcoholism for liver cancer, drunk drivers, and child beat. Definitely an A tier. A corn addiction. I mean, who knew splooging all around the place was an addiction? I didn't even know that this was an addiction until now. At this point, if you can do it multiple times a day, you basically even have a hidden superpower. But then I did some more research and then I figured out why it is the most terrible thing to have. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you got stage 1. Stage 1 usually means you have a social life, you like the usual stuff, you like, you subscribe to Dyslexic. Stage 2. This is really the beginning of the downfall. Instead of getting that vitamin D, you just be touching your D. Stage is probably the worst stage out of all of them. Like at this point, there's no going back. They're so numb to the normal stuff. It's now come to a point where they have to look up the most ludicrous things just to keep going. And yes, I am talking about the...
No, oh my god, young man. Kill yourself!
Yeah, no, this is terrible. Classic old gaming addiction. There's nothing like a 2-week phase on Minecraft, or playing the new release of Call of Duty to grind all the camos, or playing chapter 1 of Fortnite. If you had the urge to play these games and were itching at your neck every time you played them, you probably had a severe gaming addiction. But that was all in the past. Gaming addictions now are probably the worst thing you can have, because if you played any one of these games, you will know at first hand what it will feel like to play a game you hate with absolute everything in your body, but your brain and body will just queue for the next match. It's the closest thing that we have to a parasite, and I was going to put it next to alcoholism, but unfortunately that parasite made it a B. Having a food addiction. Now I think out of all of the ones that we've said today, I think this one's probably the most common. I'm not really going to say anything bad about people with food addictions, because this one's definitely the most depressing one. I don't know what it is. Watching somebody self-destruct by eating is so sad, especially if that person has given up. Like I watched an episode of My 600 Pound Life, and I think I've never been more depressed in my life. Like just take a look at this guy's order.
The lumberjack slam pack. One of those ultimate omelets. And can I get cheese in my hash browns with that one? Cinnamon roll pancakes. Double moons over my hammy sandwich. 2 chocolate milks.
And this is what it looked like all together. Yeah, absolute vile stuff. I'm putting this in C for cardiac arrest. Let me know what you think about my tier list. If you're feeling a bit depressed after this, I feel like I have 2 good videos that you can go and watch on my YouTube channel right now that will for sure put a fat smile on your face.